welcome to Ask Win, everyone. We're going to do this interview again, and I'll put the outtakes on the feed so you guys can hear behind the scenes of this interview, because technology was playing games on my end, and the phone hung up on me as I walked out the door to do this interview. So the first question I'm going to throw to Colin, who's with us, is why did you start Paper and Polish? Then I'm going to explain. We have Colin and Steve with us. By the way, Steve is in Asia. Thank you very much. It's 3 o'clock in the morning there. So I am hopefully going to get Steve's goofball answers in this podcast because he's made me laugh already. But I'm going to let Colin take it away to begin with.
All right. What was the question?
The question was, what do you do and why did you start editing other people's books?
I actually fell into editing by accident.
Let me handle the second one, will you?
Yes.
Sure. I actually fell into editing by accident. Now, I never intended to get into it. I was talking with a friend one day, and she was an editor, and she asked me to give it a try. I did. I liked it, so I took the test for the company she worked at, passed it, and began editing there. But what we really do at Polished Paper, we provide global editing and proofreading services. Our clients want to stand out, and we help them do it. Far too often, people are judged based on their command of language and not for their ideas, and we help our clients highlight those ideas.
Well, you guys, if you see my books at the beginning, you would think, what has Win got here? Because I use Siri. I admit I use Apple's speech dictation, and I also use Dragon Naturally Speaking, which my next book coming out, you guys, is a how-to book on how to write a book with Siri. That's how dead serious I am about Siri, because
That's interesting.
I was one of the original connoisseurs of using Siri to write a book. I still have that manuscript on my iPhone, and maybe I'll put that in the show notes with my with this interview so you guys can see the horrible job Siri #1 did on iPhone Win. Ugh, absolutely horrible. So that's why I still use Siri and still have fights with her, Steve. I still have fights with Siri.
I was going to say,
so, yes, I still have fights with Siri. Yes.
I hate that bitch.
Yes, go ahead. You hate.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
She pops up left and right randomly. I've got a Mac, and just out of nowhere, Siri will pop up. I get a freaking dialogue box in the middle of my screen. It's like, it's almost the worst relationship I've ever had.
My wife's name is Sarah, and every time I say, "Hey, Sarah," my phone goes beep beep. What can I help you with?
Oh God! Oh God! Well, that's a good one too. No, I have had many fights with Siri on my books, and I haven't thrown in the towel yet, you guys. Editors are my favorite people on the planet because they take my mess and turn it into something. They turn it into something. So, okay, Steve, you're the idea guy. And so what made you have the brainchild to come up with this editing company?
Well, actually, that was always Colin's brainchild. We knew each other for a while before we started the company, and he he basically was always laying out, like, we always talked about doing something together. And he laid out, like, hey, man, there's low barriers to entry to this editing thing. Like, we should get into this. We should do this. We could do this well. And it wouldn't be that hard. Which, for that last comment, I just want to say.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's as hard as all balls. But I was in the military. I spent about 13 years in the Marine Corps. And I was getting out in 2013. And, I was looking around for a job. I wasn't able to find anything, and I had about 5-6 months left in. So I was like, all right, well, if I can't find a job, then I'll make a job. And basically just, called up Colin and said, hey, man, you want to do this? And spent my last 6 months in the military, basically working 18-hour days, putting together the company, and Polished Paper was born.
Yeah. I
guess desperation, you could say, is why we started it.
Yeah, desperation. That's good. That's good. You're like me, Steve. If I can't find a job, I invent jobs for myself like there's no tomorrow. And I taught myself how to podcast. I actually taught myself the original Come On Women book. Now I don't do it anymore. I have other people do it for me. I've actually teamed up with a publisher who includes the editing, who I'm going to publish this Simply Silly book with, and they're super excited about that. And
I bet the editing sucks, though. I'm just going to throw that there.
Well, yes. Let's just say that paper and polish is the king here. Let's just say that we have two editors on the phone, and let's just say that paper and polish has their right to be in the editing field. Also, you guys have competition, and so, but I uploaded my first book. We'll never do that again. Never, ever, when I my first book, I Come and Win, I made a vow to myself. I will eventually get a team to do it for me, because Create Space is the devil, and she's basically, if I can use my own language here, she's a shit face, because she squished my subtitle on my actual cover. I still have the actual cover, and every time I look at it, I had this beautiful cover laid out, and I had a subtitle put on, and she squished it, and Create Space squished it, and it's like, really? This is my first published book, and you do this? You spit my book out?
Yeah, see,
with my subtitle?
That was your fifth published book, and they did that?
No, my first ever as a published author. She Create Space with my subtitle. I'm like, never again am I using a Create Space template. One, bad idea. Never again am I using a Create Space template. I am always letting a team who knows more than I do upload my book for me, because I can't do it. I put all the blood, sweat, and tears and the money into editing, and I can't upload a book to save my life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whenever we do hiring, we always look for, all right, what can you do that I can't? Because there's no point in hiring people to do things that can. So
yeah. My goal since 2013. My goal since 2013 was to become the dumbest editor of Polished Paper, and I'm glad to say that I'm succeeding at that. Only hire people smarter.
I love it, Paul.
We achieved that goal. No, we actually achieved that. That was the actual, like a benchmark goal that we had. We actually achieved that. One of our founders is actually now the worst editor that we have. It's like we take
true.
very pretty.
And I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. I love it that you guys had a benchmark and actually achieved it. But on the
Well, it was bound to happen by accident.
on the serious side, now that we got Siri and all that icky stuff out of the way, on the serious side, what makes a good book, you guys? Because I know you've seen a book, and here's the problem with Amazon. Even though I love Amazon dearly, anyone, and I mean anyone, a dog could upload a book. A dog, a bird, a fish could upload.
Really? I didn't know that.
Without editing. My point is, people can upload a book without editing. And so that's why I bring editors on this podcast to tell people that they should at least edit their books before they publish them, because Create Space isn't going to do it. They pulled all their editing services in 2017. All their book services, they pulled. Create Space, a la carte book services has gone bye-bye, you guys. So if you're looking for that, they're no longer in existence. And so that's why you need to hire independent editors like Colin and Steve, and there's a bunch out there, but you guys need to hire independent editors. Oh, there's only one.
What are you doing if you win? Jeez. There's only one editing company out there that you can go to for this service. It's polished paper.
Yes. Yes.
Now, hey, Wynn.
You guys.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, in all seriousness, like I've been editing since 2007, and I don't put out anything without having an editor go over it. Not because I'm a bad writer or anything, but because when it's your baby, you don't see the flaws, like with kids.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. And it's always very helpful to shop it out. And if you're not going to hire an editing service, like even shopping it out to somebody who knows a thing or two, I read a book on Guadalcanal a few years back by somebody who was, there. And I feel bad about it, but I was really distracted by the grammar. It was very bad, and it was published by a larger publishing house. I gave him a pass because, he's not a writer, he was a soldier, but it's still, I remember thinking, boy, it makes this painful to read, so I do understand, like, what you're saying. It's getting a book out. You really do need to have somebody look at it, especially if you're going to self-publish, before you put it out there.
No, that's we're helping we've been trying to help some Marines put out a book for about the last year. Who they're just doing basically they're doing 12 chapters. Each one's a different chapter about a friend, a brother who was in the special operations community that unfortunately died overseas, and like they're really breaking it down to like not about the combat, not about the the death, but about the man. And like I know most of these guys, and I know that they can tell stories, and you could sit around a campfire with these guys, and they would tell you everything that you could ever want to know about the guys that they're trying to write about, and it would be compelling and amazing. But the simple act of like putting it onto paper, it screws with them. It's an entirely different animal. And I've read some of the most compelling stuff I've ever read but it was difficult to get over the grammar issues that Colin was talking about. You give them a pass because it's not what they do, and it's information you're not going to be able to get from anywhere else. But it is kind of rough to slug through.
Yeah. Good edited book is a good edited book, and it's a horrible mess if you guys don't edit your book and do not use PayPal and Paula, and because you guys will get, my fan base, if they write books, will get the I love you syndrome, which I still get from my own dad, who reads my book after it's edited. He will go, I love your book, I love your book, I love your book. I'm like, Dad, you're not supposed to tell me he loves my writing just because I'm a daughter, but I'm like, Dad, you're not supposed to tell me I love it, and luckily it's edited. You guys. And so, because if you use your family as editors, you get the I love you syndrome, and I love you syndrome doesn't help the reading base.
Not with my family. They love tearing me apart.
To be quite frank, we're all about the tough love. Like we're not. Oh man, you wrote such a great book. I was just dealing with these Marines. I told guys who could quite literally just end my life, like, hey man, this sucks. and I mean, they accepted it because they wanted to be good. And they understand that, like, the criticism isn't coming from a place of criticism. It's coming from, like, this is how you make it better.
Yes. So
at least I hope they did. Nobody showed up my book yet, so.
That's more of a developmental project, too, where we're helping them along.
Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I hope they accepted the criticism. No, I accept criticism from any editor that I work with because they know what they're doing. I don't. I do not. I send my books out to a team, and they make it pretty. They make my story look like 10 times better because that's how I do it. And so that's why I'm writing a book about story, and I am about to tell one of my editors leave the mistakes in the book because Siri made mistakes in the book that I want in that book. Siri,
okay, that's genius, Wynn. That is genius. That is good.
Yeah, actually,
that's like the coffee table book about coffee tables. That's genius.
Yes.
That's pretty
I'm going to tell my editor to leave the mistakes in the Siri book that Siri actually made. Because I'll be thinking of something, Siri will come out with a totally different thing. And I'm like, no, I did not say that. And Siri wakes up to anything. And people are probably killing me right now because I'm talking about Siri, which is making her go off. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Now I need to apologize in the middle of the podcast. I'm sorry to all those iPhone users out there and all those Mac users and all those iPad users that I made Siri go off. And yeah.
Wynn, this has given me a fantastic idea. If you can shoot us a copy of that book, Colin, I want to send that through Jonathan. I want to send that through Jonathan and tell him that he can't make any changes. And but still have him edit it, but you can't make any changes. You have to leave the mistakes. Like, if there's some kind of spacing effort.
That, you guys.
Oh, it's good.
I would love that, you guys.
It would literally kill him.
Is Jonathan one of those editors who goes over it like a fine-tooth comb?
Yes, he's our senior editor, and he is.
Yes. Yes.
Honestly, he's the best editor I've ever seen in my life.
I will do that to you. I will do that for you guys, and you're going. We'll see what the editor comes up with we'll see what Jonathan comes up with. And, oh, man, it's going to be an interesting project. Jonathan is going to say, what did you do to on-wind podcast to make my life even harder? What experiment? Jonathan is going to kill me because I'm always up for experiments, especially with editors.
It hurts an editor not to be able to change things. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's something.
That's why this is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm always up for experiments. No, I'm always up for experiments with you guys, even with editors. And so it's like, oh, this is going to be fun. Watching the editor not change my book. No, I'm about to tell the person who's working on it now not to change the mistakes that Siri made, because I want people to see that the Siri is not perfect.
I'm still blown. I love that idea. That is really.
Yeah.
That's the one time I will say that you don't need us. that is awesome.
Yeah. Yes, I do need you guys. I need every idea on the planet. But I came up with that idea as I was writing the book in a weekend. I wrote simply in a weekend to you guys. In a weekend, and it still hasn't gone out to the world yet. But it took me a Saturday and Sunday, and instead of fighting with Sally, I just surrendered. Okay, you can make all the mistakes you want, Sally. I'll just leave it in the book and say Sally made that mistake.
I remember using Dragon Naturally Speaking in the 90s, and that was rough. I'm sure it's come a long way since then.
Yeah, it has. Dragon Naturally Speaking has. So, Dragon Naturally Speaking is another program which I'm learning about Dragon Naturally Speaking too. I need to get a microphone for that one to work. I actually need to get a microphone. That's next on my list, to get a microphone simply for Dragon Naturally Speaking, because Dragon Naturally Speaking thinks the microphone is too low on my PC, and I'm on a PowerBook right now. Don't ask why I'm not on Mac. And then I'm like, Dragon Naturally Speaking, the mic on a brand new PowerBook PC, HP, is not too low. It's a you. So Dragon Naturally Speaking and I are having a fight in the setup process. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to surrender and get a headset.
Quinn, I just had a great idea for like a specialty podcast that you can do.
Yes.
We'll take your Siri book and we'll give it to Jonathan, and we'll just record him going through it since you can cut.
I love it.
He'd be like, what do you mean I can't make this freaking change? What are you doing to me?
I love it. I actually.
You know Jonathan's going to listen to this podcast, Steve, right?
Oh, yeah. No, we call it a journey into madness.
I sure hope the team does. So, okay, where can people find you guys? And then I'm going to have you guys ask me a couple questions about anything. And my God, you guys made my day of podcasting land here, because you guys just did a wonderful job. And you guys made me laugh doing a podcast, and it's like, oh boy, what is Win Cousin himself into now?
I just want to say real quick though, if we did do that podcast, that would be like the audio version of The Heart of Darkness, like Jonathan wading his way through that book. This needs to be a thing. This needs to happen.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right, focusing again. Back on track. They can find us. Obviously, the company's Polish Paper website's polishpaper.com. If you go there within the next month, do not judge us. Our website is like Web 1.0 horrible. and we are in the process of fixing that. We're actually in the second attempt of fixing that. Actually, one of your questions was, what was your greatest regret? One of the questions I received before in the pre-interview packet. My greatest would be going with the first web redesign company that we did that basically blew about 18 months of my
and a lot of money.
On oh God, dude, a lot of money. A lot. Actually, though, if I could get the money back or the time back, I would take the time back. It was ridiculous. But they go to polished.paper.com. Please don't judge that. And we're on Twitter at Polished Paper and Facebook Polished Paper. I mostly handle the Twitter, so it's a little irreverent. But our editors are still very.
Yes, I could tell. I could tell by the Twitter message.
Well, yeah, that's how we met.
Yes, and Steve, I sent Steve a Twitter message today. I go, hi, are you still are you still on the planet? Are you still wanting to do this interview? He goes, well, it's Colin still in the planet. I did it as a joke. I said 2 people, ? Knowing that this interview was going to happen. He goes, yeah, I don't want to disappoint Colin. You happen to be going to disappoint Colin. And I'm like, okay. I said,
oh, dude,
now I just have to plan it like that because I knew this was coming, you guys. So my sixth sense of humor goes, 2 people? And Steve goes, oops, she's gone. And no, I didn't forget.
I thought you were completely serious. I was totally going to make you tell it.
No,
because I was going to break that down.
No.
I would have been okay.
I wasn't serious, you guys. So, you guys, what questions do you have to me?
I never missed the opportunity to ask a writer questions. Just because, let's face it, what are editors but failed writers? No, I'm just kidding. That's not entirely true. But all editors at some point fancied themselves a writer, right? So, all right. I've always been captivated by, the statement, a writer writes. Like, I've always found that just profound. I don't know why. I know it's simple, but as a writer, like, how do you manage your time? Do you write when the muse takes you, or do you schedule time, or do you do something entirely different? So you say from this time to this time each day, I'm going to do this kind of thing?
I try and schedule my writing because I'm going to school right now to get a journalism degree, believe it or not. My creative writing has been pushed to the side, and homework has taken over, and creative homework has taken over, and it's driving me nuts. So I want to thank you guys for coming on the podcast and giving me a laugh for number one, and you guys can find Steve and Colin's information in the show notes. Please use Steve and Colin, number one, because they want your editing, they want your messages to turn them into magical books, and please tweet them and tell them that you listened to the goofball interview with me, and please just have a great day, you guys. And Steve, thank you for making the time. I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning, Thailand, and I know.
Oh, whatever. I've been looking forward to this for a couple of weeks. There was no way that I was going to miss this. No, I was excited. I was like, cool. I'm podcast cherry.
I really appreciate
I'm super excited.
I thank you very much, Lynn.
I'm super excited to share my books with you guys, and I hope we can work together in the future. I truly mean that, too. And so I thank you guys for coming on and sharing the editing process and sharing your stories basically, we didn't talk about the editing. Plus, you guys have to go to Patreon for us to find out about the editing. Plus, I wanted these two goofballs to share their stories. And so I thank you guys for coming on the podcast. Thanks to you guys.
And thank you for having us.
No, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, this was a good time.
All right. I think.
Is that a hard cut? I don't know. I don't know how this works.
I think it was a hard cut. If you can still hear us, Win, thank you very much.
Exit stage right. Exit stage
I'm going to go stage left. I'll catch you later.
All right, then I'll go right. Meet you in the middle. Bye. Oh, what a dick. At least he didn't say, I hadn't touched a cow in 10 years before he called me Jesus, man. Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. I think that went well. And I think on other podcasts we I think we do. Well, and then I told him, like, hey, that was a huge mistake. I think we'll be okay. As long as they actually listen to it, that's what really matters. Is he? Is he actually planning on that? Is he actually planning on listening to it with a family? Oh, dude. Yeah, that's going to be great. What the hell? I can't get my phone to charge. All right, man. All right, go for it. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
be.